Hi guys, this is Phil Montgomery from Philville Honeybees. I'm doing a mid-season, mid-winter checkup, or early winter checkup. And this is a yard that I had trouble with. I started with 3 hives here. It was an out yard that I made. And then upon bringing them, 2 of my queens died in transport, which was a bummer. I split the other one, split it up, ended up getting up to 6 hives. Ended up 1 failed and took 1 home. So that took me down to 4 hives. So I'm going to let this one, since I had such bad luck here, they do have a fantastic amount of clover here. And I'm going to see if this yard can sustain itself and grow and improve. These folks are awesome. They'll let me do whatever I want here. I did have to move a hive from up the hill. I told them, I said, it's awful close to your house. They said, oh no, we'd love to see it there. And then at the end of the year, they're like, hey, you care to move that one a little close to my house? So it is a lesson to be learned. But I want to show you what this is mid-December. So what I came to look at is really just to make sure that the holes were open, the entrances were open. So if you look at my boxes, this one here is 2 mediums. Look, there's a bee coming out. I don't know if you've seen him, but there's 1 bee came out. So it's probably high 40s. And if you look, I have shrank the entrances down. It has an entrance all the way across. I shrank it down and I put on the 1/4 inch fencing, really. And then what I forgot here was I forgot to put taper. I like to put duct tape. I like to put duct tape around these joints. I put a feeder rim in here and put sugar cakes in here. And I should have probably brought some more sugar cakes and I forgot. Like you can tell they're deer hunting. They got corn sprinkled around. I should have brought some more sugar cakes. I totally forgot, man. Daggone, I even had some made because that hive there was low on sugar cakes, and I forgot. Another thing that I did here, these are winter lids, so this has 3 inches of insulation in it, and I had an extra one, so I just put it on top figured if one's good, why not have 2? It was an extra one anyway. And daggone, I forgot I had extra sugar bricks because those guys were light on sugar, and I forgot about that. Daggone it. These folks called me up and wanted me to do them a favor, and so I came out to the farm. They're great people, man. The bee business is a great opportunity to make friends. You see, you go back. Sometimes the duct tape will come off, but it is very helpful if you have trouble. If you have trouble with holes and it's robbing, then you can go ahead and put duct tape in there. This is the bee. I bet you that one's alive. See, he's alive, barely moving. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wish him luck. Put him right in the beginning and flick him in there. Maybe I just saved a bee. Maybe that'll make the difference. So I wish I would have put some more sugar in here. I forgot. And what you're looking for, having dead bees out in the front is normal. So they're going to be cleaning. These are the end of the summer bees, more than likely. Sometimes they will come out when it gets warm. They'll mess around here and then they'll freeze. And sometimes these bees are live. They just got froze. See, those are not old bees. How you can tell when they're really old, they'll have a black butt. You see, these have got some age on them. But if their butt is all the way black, then you know they're old. These probably come out, we're messing around. These probably came out, we're messing around, and then got froze. So give them a little flick. This will look at Christina's. My goal this next year is to make honey here. All 4 of these were in really good shape. And this year I got up to 48. This year I got up to 48 hives. And what's nice when you have more than 1 yard, you can take bees from 1 yard to the next. So when you make splits, if you make a split in the same yard, your workforce, all your older bees will go back home. And then if you don't watch it, you'll end up with a starter hive that does not have enough bees to keep your brood warm. And if that happens, the brood won't hatch. And so you got to have what's called bee coverage. When I was doing all the splits at Philville at my farm, I learned that the hard way. You'd come back sometimes and you had made a let's say 4 frames of bees split. And for whatever reason, they were mostly old bees when I shook them in there. And you only have 1 frame of bees, and then you got a half a frame or almost a whole frame of brood that doesn't hatch. And that bums you out because that's 2 frames of bees that you wasted. So this year, thank you for all that have watched me. I'm almost to 40,000 views. So the way YouTube works is you gain traction, and as people share, it gets more and more. If you would, please share my videos, comment on them, let me know what you think. And this year I got up to 48 hives. I shrank them down to 34. Next year, my goal is to sell about 20 nukes, make about 500 pounds of honey, and grow my apiary to 50 plus solid strong hives that I'm putting to bed after I've done that. So I'm on my way to being a sideliner. And if you need bees in Southern Ohio, I have some great carnelian bees that are very friendly, and I will be selling some more nukes. I'll give you a peek at Adams County. This is not going to give you the best view, but this is like on it's the side of a hill. There's a creek. You see that big mark right there? My old farm truck. You see I got a swarm trap up in the edge. I had the daggone emergency brake on my old farm truck, got locked up, and I drug it all the way through that field trying to get it to get loose. I thought I was going to have to end up being stuck out here. This is a really cool place. Neat little country house. This is where I had my bees last time, and as you see, it's a little too close to the house. I had a senior beekeeper who had been at for a long time tell me 300 yards is the right length. Adams County is very pretty. Look at the barn. 100-year-old barn, ain't it cool? Adams County's pretty. This is a deer plot. This is turnips around the outside with clover on the inside. And these folks love to cut grass. They're from the city and suburbs, and we've been taught, and I am too, we've been taught in the suburbs to mow your grass or you're going to get in trouble. Even some, uppity communities are going to say, oh, it can only be 3.5 inches or we're going to hit you with an HOA violation. I love to live in the country. I'm from the suburbs of Cincinnati, and out here you can do whatever you want. It's great. I just love it. People are typically nicer. They're more friendly typically. And man, you can hunt, you can fish, you can enjoy country. You don't have to hear, people telling you how to live and what they think about what you're doing and all that stuff. I don't like all that. I was raised in an apartment building, and I